this edge on here. Feeling good about that. All right. Drops. Didn't like the mirror polish that's on here, so we're going to toothy it back up. All right. Set the stone compensator in, tighten her down. Good to go. Beautiful. Pull up the chat just in case anybody shows up. Okay, my channel live. Good. Okay. All right. Okay. Good. Let's marker up the edge. Okay, flip it. Okay. A little bit further. These are up. Okay. All right, I'll take that. Check the other side, make sure we're in here straight. Yep, feeling good about it. Good. All right. I think we're going to go with a toothy edge this time. Either 650 or I might even leave it at 300. I think I'd kind of like to do a 300 straight to a strop. All right. Good. How's it going? We got some people in the chat now, so, well, nobody's saying anything, but there are people here, so anybody has any questions? This is just some Spyderco CPM 15B. I put, maybe 2 weeks ago, I put a mirror polished edge on it, and I don't particularly like it. So we are going to redo it and leave a nice toothy edge on it. Squirt, water. boy. Okay. Keep going. No bird yet. Getting pretty close to apexing here. I think I'm going to flip it. Do a little bit more work on the other side and hope to apex as I flip it this last time. Oh, how's everybody going this wonderful, fantastic Sunday evening? I guess it's kind of evening-ish. It's 4 o'clock afternoon. I think I'm going to, over the next couple weeks, we're going to try and hone my freehand sharpening skills. I did get a Sharp Hall 325 1200 grit stone. So we're going to try our hand at it. I got a beater knife. I think there it is. To try my hand at it because I'm not super great at it. So, but we're gonna get there. We're okay. We're okay. How's it going, Mr. Groundhog? I appreciate you showing up. Trying to get a new edge on this 15B. I did get a new notch. Vorpal Manix 2 S110B. Nice little pocket carrier. We have a Rex 45 variety as well. Very, very nice. Thinking your apex the whole way. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, good. Just minimize the fur. Joe Williams. Is this a Joe Williams that I know, or is this a Joe Williams I don't know? Can you change the angle that you sharpen the blade, or is that one set? So you change the angle here. You unlock this. Turn this knob here, and you can change the angle. What I did was I just recreated the angle that I already had. What I did was I took this marker and I glued the edge, and then I started at a keep angle and lowered until the marker completely disappeared, just like such. But I do have an angle block. Tell that you can use to also set the angle. So what you do is you zero it out here on the base. Okay, and you put the arm on the knife. And zero it out here. Or you can read it here and then subtract it off of here. It's 17.1 degrees. I can't show it to you, but it's not really right. Let's try that again. Right. 17.1 that way. Oh, I know why. I would have to set it here, zero it out this way. Haha. Yeah, reading pretty close. There we go. 17.1 is where it was at. So that's what we're doing. 17 degrees per side. Spyderco, pretty standard angle. We do not know each other. Okay, because I have a good friend of mine from work, also named Joe Williams, and I call him Joey Bag of Donuts. From a comedian that I watched in the past. He had a brother, and they called him Joey Bag of Donuts. Mike Birbiglia. But yes, you can change the angle on this thing. So you can set it to whatever angle you like. I think it goes from 10 degrees to 40 degrees, something like that. Good. Now we're going to do a couple rounds to minimize this burr. So what we're going to do is we're just going to lighten up pressure. Alright. Trailing fast to flip the burr. Good. Okay, let's check this out. See where we're at. Do not feel a burr either direction. That's good. Set that stone aside. We'll move on to the 600. Technically 650. Close enough. We're just going to cover up that scratch pattern if we do 600 scratches, and then we will be done because we've already apexed on the previous stone. Okay. Good. One quick thing here. I want to even out this bevel a little bit. We're going to go back to this 300 grit real fast. In a couple seconds, even out this bevel. A little bit more. I think we might be good now. Good. What I did was I just went back to the previous stone, evened out the bevel a little bit bigger on this side than it was on the other. So, all right, now we'll cover these grasses up again. If you only take a handful of passes on the 600 grit stone. Good. Couple burr minimization passes, and we will be good to move on to ace drop. I appreciate everybody who is here watching the stream. I'm attempting to get my channel to the first monetization level, so I appreciate everybody coming, liking, subscribing, all that jazz. We're about 100 watch hours away from that, so I greatly appreciate everybody who comes. Basically, I just do some sharpening videos. I have a bunch of Spyderco knives that I have to do reviews on. I wanted to carry them all for a month before I did that. So we got like this one. We have the Para 3 S1 or Para 3 15V, the Rex 121, Sage 5. We got this one just came in, so this one will be last. But S110V, Manix 2, a bunch of other ones, and those are coming up here shortly. I appreciate everybody though. So the water. So let's wipe this off a little bit. Okay. Anybody has any questions or whatever, just give me a holla and I'll do my best to answer it. Hey, not too dead. How's it going there, Mr. Still Kicking? You got me jealous of your Manix 2, so I had to get one of my own. Technically two. So that one and a Rex 45 lightweight. Pretty nice so far though, I'll tell you that. It cuts good, super toothy, just like, because most of my knives are tool steel like this. 15V, Maximet, K390, Rex 121. It's pretty rare that I get one that's actually like a stainless like this, but this is super high vanadium content stainless. So pretty slick. I'm pretty pleased with it. Yeah, I'm real pleased with it actually. It's got about almost the same amount of edge retention as, say, S9DB, but it's a little more stainless. It's a little less tough as well, but it's not that big of a deal because it is pocket knife, so I'm not going to be prying on anything with it. Let's spend a couple minutes minimizing this burr, and then we'll move on to these new strops that I got. These are just some cheapo leather strops that I got from Temu, actually. But I put on my homemade diamond emulsion. They seem to be working pretty good, though. Okay, one last flip. Okay, I feel pretty good about that. All right, let's see which is which. This one is 1 micron, this one is 6. Put it in the stone compensator back here. Good, we'll start with the 6 micron first. Okay. Good. Little flippy flip. All right, and then we'll move on to the 1 micron strop, and then we will call this good. Okay. All right, let's move on to the 1 mic. Good. One more pass. One pass. One pass. Okay. Check this edge. Feels good and glassy. I'll take that. Mark this blade. We can get back to where we are if we have to. I'd need to put it back in, which I shouldn't. Okay. Oh, we got 200 people in watching. I greatly appreciate everybody coming. Anybody who is interested in knives, sharp things. I also pick locks. Lots and lots of locks. I have a live that I do that every Wednesday. If anybody's interested in either of those two things, either fixed angle sharpening like this with resin bonded stones, or I'm picking up back into freehand sharpening as well. If you're interested in any of those things, give me a like, a subscribe, and all that jazz. Working on growing the channel up a little bit. I greatly appreciate it. Hey, we got Newhouse in the chat too. How's it going there, brother? Trying to get this crap off my hands before I touch my knife. Okay, let's see. Do I have anything? Paper, 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 paper. That's good. I'll take it. Pops. That's good. Pops hair. I always try and cut paper towel, but I'm really bad at it. Well, I'm either bad at it or I buy too cheap of paper towels. Could be either. I mean, it cuts it. I'm just not good at it. There's my wife. Those aren't cheap paper towels. Those are good ones. That's funny. I don't know. That's actually more of a mirror than I wanted, but pretty nice looking edge. I'll take it. We're sharp, so we can take these off here now. This is the ticket that I found, by the way, on fixed angle sharpeners like this, doing Spyderco's with the double distal taper. When they say double distal, that they mean that it's tapered from the spine to the cutting edge and also from the pivot to the tip. So you have a taper going from the back to the front and from the pivot area to the tip. So it's constantly getting smaller and smaller as you go towards the tip and down. So it's really hard to grab a hold of in these fixed angled systems. So I found that putting good, good, because I started with this and it wasn't very good. Started with like cheap uh, duct tape brand painter's tape, and it wasn't very good. But I've since moved on to frog tape, and this actually works pretty good. So take a little bit of frog tape and put it on the blade and then grab a hold of that. And that kind of keeps it, because it will want to, as you grab it, because you're grabbing it with one here and one here. So you're not grabbing it there's nothing flat about anywhere you're grabbing it. It is absolutely tapered from here to here and from back to front. So it's really hard to grab, but that painter's tape allows you to get a little better grip on it so that it doesn't, because it'll want to, let's say you're in the clamp like this, it will want to move because you don't have a good grip on it. But the painter's tape allows you to get a better grip on it so it doesn't want to move this way. Just a little tip for anybody out there who uses a fixed angled system like this. So. Oh, let's check out the chat. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Humboldt, second one. Humboldt uses stone and files for his axes. That makes sense. All right. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about this edge on here. So got a good bite. I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take it. See how this goes over the next week or so. Do you sharpen knives that US SOS? I'm guessing that's Special Forces. They use all those guys carry hinders, striders. Actually, a lot of them carry Spyderco's too. So this is a favorite hard use knife of people who like Spyderco's. Shaman. It's another one. Man, good USA made hard use knife. Pretty beefy. Got good steel liners, steel lock bar insert, ball bearing locks as So, good knife made by Spider. But even their Taiwan made knives. This is one of my favorites. Sage 5, Rex 121. Super good knife. Super good knife. Made in Taiwan, but designed by Spider. Sal and Eric Blessed. Nope, this one's just by Sal Blessed. This is the knife was designed by Sal. This one was designed by Sal and Eric. Yes, that is correct. There's both their maker's marks there. This one was designed by Eric. Yep, there's his mark there. This one was designed by Sal. The Shaman. Big old beefy knife. Aiden Miguel, 15B is sweet. It absolutely is. I've actually been looking to get Shaman in 15B. They're so super. Just bananas money. Yeah, I believe some of them probably carry Benchmade too. They're both USA made companies that military guys like. But they definitely are into the hinders and striders and stuff like that. Those are good titanium, super heavy use, super heavy duty knives. You would want to just a little heads up about taking care of these stones, resin bonded diamonds, or CDN, different CDN, different stones. But every maybe 3 or 4 times you sharpen it, you're going to want to hit it with a Maduro stone like this, just a little bit of water, and kind of get the load out of it and re-flatten it for yourself. Every few times that you sharpen, you're going to want to do that. And then maybe every 3 to 6 months or so, depending on how often you sharpen, you're going to want to resurface them, lap them on like some kind of super flat surface, either a steel plate or a granite plate. Like you can get granite tile, like granite countertop sample tile, stuff like that, and use that to lap them on, but just with a little bit of silicon carbide, sprinkle it with a little bit of water, and then lap the plate. I can actually do that. Anybody in the chat right now interested in learning how to lap resin bonded diamond stones? Just out of curiosity, because I have a few minutes here. I'm only 35 minutes into this live. I was planning on going for an hour. I don't necessarily need to, but if anybody in the chat is interested in seeing how to lap these, I would be more than happy to lap one and show how it's done. Anybody interested? Maybe I'll just do it. I think I'm gonna. All right, let's grab it. Let's grab a glass plate and let's lap. Let's see which one. Which one would be the most? Not dish at all, really. Fine grip. It makes perfect sense because you do most of your work on the heavier grip once you I think that's using 285 and then move on to the 100 millimeters. If anybody's interested, I'll actually link this plate in the description of this video after I'm done. getting into resin bonded stone. Away, away. Okay, let's do some wax. So you don't need very much of this stuff. Only maybe like a teaspoon. Put on a little bit. A little bit of water. Okay. Really enough water. Water. Okay, so whenever you're wrapping, you'll want to move in a figure 8 pattern, and you want to move over the plate like you're lapping the plate, not the stone. So you're going to move all over the plate, all over the whole surface area of the plate, because you want to keep the plate flat. So you're going to move like you're lapping the plate, figure 8s, and try and keep your pressure equalized over the whole surface of it. Okay. It's something I should have done before I started this, but I didn't. Oh, schmuck. Okay, so something I forgot to do because I was talking. You want to mark this real fast. That way you know whenever you stop and hold it. So you can use that as a marker. But I prefer a pencil. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to find a pencil real fast. Like a colored pencil. That doesn't work. Okay. I know I just lost everything. I knew I just lost pencil. I only lost it for a few seconds, but it'll be fine. Just mark it all over. That way you know whenever you got the whole surface. It does not take very long. Doesn't take long at all. You see all of the pencil mark is gone, meaning that it is perfectly flat now. Let's see how much material we wore actually nothing. Still reading 283, which is what it was. So I started. You can see the pencil is completely gone. And that's how you know that you got flat. You know, let's do the other one. Why not? Mark, 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 mark. Now, as you do this, I use 220 grit for both of my stones. Sometimes, if it's like a super, super, super coarse, um, like a 100 grit or an 80 grit or a 60 grit resin stone, you may have to use something a little bit coarser. Which I do have some 80 grit just in case I get a super coarse stone one of these days. Um, somebody said they could barely hear me talking. Let's see if I can put in second earbud with a second microphone. See how that goes. You hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can anybody hear me now? Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Give this a quick wipe. Good. Pencil lines are gone, so we are done. Give this one a rinse. Doesn't take but just a minute maybe on a lapping plate to get your stones flat. It'll take a little bit longer if you do a lot of sharpening between conditioning. Um, so I've done probably, I don't know, 50 sharpenings since I lapped them last. Now, if you did, 300, it may take a little bit longer to flatten them. But as you see, it's not hard at all. Just a little bit of silicon carbide, a little bit of water, figure eight all over your plate. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, you're all done. And basically what I do here is I'll take, oh yeah, let's grab some paper towel, get it down. Okay. And I'll just take and wipe most of it off because you don't really want this stuff going down your drain. And then I'll take it outside probably and just rinse it off with like a cup of water. Beautiful. Got almost all of it off. We'll rinse it off after we're done. You know what? Let's just rinse it off here. The water. Good. Beautiful. And that is all there is to lapping resin bonded sharpening stones. It only takes a few minutes of your life, and it's not really anything to screw up. Um, Newhouse says he needs a cheap, low grit stone for reprofiling. Now, do you use a fixed angled system like this, or are you doing freehand? If you're doing freehand for the money, this is the best stone that you can buy. This guy here. It comes with a 325 grit side. It is perfectly flat. I checked it yesterday on a granite plate. But it has 325 grit on one side and 1200 grit on the other. The 1200 grit side isn't going to last as long as the 325 side, but I'm going to be honest with you. This would last years probably, but super good stone, and it comes in this case to protect it, and you also have, oh yeah, here you can set it on top. It's got a nice base for you to sharpen with, which is what I was doing. I started putting an edge on this one with this stone yesterday. Not bad. I mean, it's not as good as an edge that I'll get off of a fixed angle system, but I'm not super great. But pretty good for freehand sharpening. Since I the only freehand sharpening I've ever really done was on the Work Sharp guided field sharpener. But not too bad. Not too bad. I'll take it. Yeah, this is 325 and 1200 grit. You said you like this blade finish. This is Stonewash. This is a cheap Spyderco. I want to call it a clone, but it's not. It's not a clone. It's just a counterfeit. Basically, I want a shaman in this steel, but they cost a lot of money. There was one that sold yesterday on eBay, and it was $445. That is a crap pile of money. So I wanted to make sure that I liked the knife first. So just make sure that I actually physically liked the knife in my hand and that it felt good and I liked everything about it. So I spent, I don't know, $23 or something on this counterfeit. And you know, it's a clone counterfeit, an homage to a great knife. So I just wanted to try it out first, and this is going to be my sharpening beater knife. Just you know, making sure that my wrist stays locked because I don't know, I was never good at it before, but this is actually pretty decent of an edge considering this is the first time I've used it. Not bad. I'll take it. Anyway, if nobody has any questions, comments, anything that they would like me to do sometime in the future, there's been a lot of counterfeit stuff I've noticed lately, by the way. I do lock picking on my channel as well, and one of the companies that makes lock picks that a lot of us guys use, Covert Instruments, I noticed that somebody cloned their oh crap, their grab pick, the like fidgety grab pick that they have. Some company cloned it. It's they're selling it using LPL's own voice and likeness off of his YouTube channel to sell it on Instagram. I just saw it today. So it's bananas out there. You want the new Workshop Pro system. It's a good system. It is. It's very, very similar in functionality to what I was just using, the Zaro. They both use 6-inch abrasive stones. They come with resin bonded stone, except theirs are thin. Let's say thin. I'll actually show you because I have one that's about the same thickness as theirs. Edge Pro. Their abrasive thickness is about 50 thousandths of an inch. And the abrasive thickness on these Poltova stones that I'm using is about 3 times that. So it's super good. They cost about the same too. So this one lasts 3 times as long as this one. I mean, this one works just fine. It works good. This is a 1700 grit diamond matrix stone. Puts a good mirror polish on, but you know, for the same price as this one, I'd rather have one that lasts 3 times as long. Oh, bend over. We're knocking stuff over. I just dropped that water bottle. Crap. Oh well, we'll get down on my hands and knees after we're done here and pick it up. Anyway. I don't think it was cloned as much as the same factory that makes it released. Oh, I don't know. That is that would be that would be really hilarious if their own OEM released it. Oh, that would be crazy. But yeah, I actually almost considered getting it because for $60, the grab pick, not for me. For $27, there could be one in my future. It's just a bummer. I just hate to help proliferate that. I mean, I know why I did it with this, and I would do it again because I don't want to pay $500 for a knife that I didn't know if I liked it. But now that I spent $25 on this one, I'll buy the $450 one that's Spyderco's. You know, so getting this $25 knife made a sale of the super expensive one, so I'll take it. For example, the Praxis set from Dangerfield has been copied and sold by several outlets. I mean, that lockpicks are super easy for people to clone because all they got to do is scan it and tell the computer to recreate it on a laser cutting machine. That's super easy. Now, the actual grab pick, there's a lot of moving parts in that thing. I don't know. New house. You talking about this one? I can let you know where I got it because it was cheap and it didn't even come from China. It was sent to me from Georgia. Actually, it was already here, mainland USA. It only took 4 days, I think, to get it. But yeah, I did test. I took it apart. See if you can see my punches. There you can see 1, 2, 3. I tested the Rockwell on this, and this one here at the back was 60 on the money. This one was 60 Rockwell on the money, and this one was 59.75. The one a little bit closer to the pivot. I want to say it's probably D2 tool steel, or oh man, I don't know. 60 HRC. It's not very likely to be like 8 CR. I guess it could be 9 CR, 18 MOV maybe. It's 60 HRC, or possibly VG10. Maybe VG10. It's hard to say. I haven't. I mean, I probably could get it XRF and try and figure out what it is, but I really only wanted to know how hard it was just to see if it was worth even messing with. But it definitely is. It's 660 Rockwell all day long. You see how small those uh, diamond marks are. If I could get it to show up here. There we go. 1, 2, 3. I took it apart and I thought that I was out of the way, but yep, I'm a ding dong. I didn't go far enough away from the writing to have it not show. Oh well. Anyway, new house. I will hook you up with a link to this. You love the finish? Yep, it is a good stone wash finish, and the handle is not glass filled nylon. It is G10. G10 compression lock. The only thing really different about this in a true actual Spyderco is this runs on ceramic bearings. There's like a racetrack in there, and the pivot has bearings. Real Spydercos run on phosphor bronze washers. So these are like super smooth, but it's because of the bronze washers. But anyway, I'll hook you up with that link on Discord. Okay, if nobody has any questions or concerns or anything, I will let everybody go. We are at almost the 1 hour mark, so I appreciate it. Hoping to get my channel monetized pretty soon, so thank you to everybody who supports me, whether it be through lock sport and lock picking, or nice stuff like this, where I have reviews coming. I keep saying that, but I want them to be great reviews when I do these reviews. I don't want them to be like the standard tabletop review where somebody pulls a knife out of the box and says, this is my opinion on this knife that I've held in my hands for 35 seconds. I wanted to be able to say what I actually did with a knife. So every one of the knives I've, busted down cardboard, opened mail with it. I mean a lot of cardboard. We're talking like contractor bags full of cardboard. My wife thinks that I'm crazy for taking a pizza box and shredding it up into little tiny pieces, but I just want to make sure that when I give an opinion on a knife and the steel that's used, that it's truly my opinion, and I have some kind of factual basis, facts to support my conclusions. Anyway, thanks to everybody. I appreciate it. So everybody have a wonderful rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you guys next time. I have my lock picking live on Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, called Rock Out with Your Lockout. I do that, and then I do a knife sharpening live either on Saturday or Sunday every week. So I greatly appreciate it, guys, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.